Good morning and welcome to a very special hour of 3+U. We're smiling big and for a good reason today because it has been months in the making. Finally, it's here, the TVFCU Idea Leap Grant pitch competition where 5 small businesses from Northwest Georgia will compete over the next hour for a grand prize of $30,000. In total, you will watch as TVFCU awards a total of $75,000 to these entrepreneurs, and it all happens in real time. This morning, you get a front row seat and you are going to be so glad. These 5 businesses represent the heart of America, using their gifts as an artist, a hairstylist, a therapist, a cleaner, and an adrenaline junkie to enrich the communities that they call home. Community really is what the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union is all about, with 29 branches in communities all across the Tennessee Valley. And as excited as the contestants are this morning, so is Todd Fortner. He is the president and CEO of TVFCU. Good to see you.
Good morning, Julie.
It's becoming like a one-liner for me, but I'm happy to own it. Everywhere I go when I talk about TVFCU, I always say, truly, I forget that the C is for credit because I always want to make it about community. This is really important to y'all.
Right. This is our 9th edition of the Idea Leap program, and at the end of this one, we've given away over $1 million to small businesses in the Chattanooga area. And the 5 that we have representing us today are just tremendous. You'll see from the presentations that they do a tremendous job in the community, giving back to the community and really making a difference in the lives of the folks that they do business with.
Yeah, we'll kind of give some play-by-play sideline advice before people watch this morning of kind of the things to watch for. Because yes, it's about the headline of giving away the money. That's the obvious fun and the thrill. But it's way beyond this day, right, Todd? You'll see the businesses describe what they're going to do with the winnings. There's a ripple effect.
Right. We've seen that year in and year out. Like last year, we had Gowan Valley Farms that was the winner of the Northwest Georgia program. And they've almost doubled their production. Their business is really flourishing, and they continue to give back to the community in big ways.
Sometimes you can have these cliche phrases and you forget the truth behind them. So I mentioned the heart of America, but it is. Small business is, and y'all have been there kind of every step of the way to help people get their dreams launched.
Right. There's a real niche here that is often not served by the banking community, and we identified that niche as these really small businesses that are really going to one day flourish in the community. So we are able to provide them capital through the Idea Leap grant program, and we also have an Idea Leap loan program that we provide funds for these businesses in order to grow, add payroll, and make big contributions in their area.
I think we're going to have time before the hour ends to kind of explain to you the process of how this works and really just how stringent this competition was to get it down to 5. But I do want to emphasize a word again. This is a grant. This is a gift to these businesses.
Yes, today we're giving away real money. It's free money. They're free to use it in their businesses as they see fit, and you'll see from the presentations they all have a specific plan, and that goes into who's going to win. Is the judges are looking to see what's the best use of those funds and how they're going to be able to grow their business with it.
Okay, so I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Let's get started, or maybe we should say let's jump right in, because our first finalist that you're going to hear from this morning is Jen Richards of Lookout Mountain Flight Park. This beautiful spot on a mountain ridge beckons thrill seekers from all over the world, and it's very easy to see why. The views defy words. Grassy farmland below looks like the world of counterpane, with experienced hang gliders and paragliders mixing in with novices flying in tandem, dotting the skies overhead. Because the global interest is so high, Jen is focused, though, on training new staff and improving the marketing visibility of the already visible and visual place. So here she is this morning, along with Matt Tabor, the Flight Park's owner, whose family has lovingly brought the park to the world for almost 50 years.
Hello, and thank you TVFCU and judges for this amazing opportunity. I'm Jen Richards.
I'm Matt Tabor.
And we're here from Lookout Mountain Flight Park. We've been teaching people to hang glide and paraglide since 1978. So for almost 50 years, we've been changing lives, because this is not just a sport, it's a way of life. Today, we are asking for $30,000 in TVFCU Idea Leap grant funds to invest in local marketing, signage specifically, and staff development. We want to invest $19,420 to update our local signage. We have changed a lot over the years. We have a new name, a new logo, a new website, a new phone number. We do new things, and our signage has not kept up with those changes. For instance, one of the most popular places for folks to take pictures is right on the side of our hang gliding launch, and the name and the website are wrong. So we wanted to invest in updating this artwork, as well as on the side of our pro shop where our phone number and business name is wrong as well. We're looking to put a billboard in downtown Chattanooga in a highly trafficked area. And we have so many visitors who come after hours when we're closed. So we want to invest in after hours signage to educate the folks who come to watch the sunset. We also want to invest $23,790 in staff development. Our team of hang gliding and paragliding professionals is highly specialized and highly trained. We will revitalize our hang gliding harness and equipment manufacturing by training the next generation of skilled manufacturers. We will also recruit and train new instructors, and there's so much that goes into that, as you can see. This would enable us to increase our tandem flights by 50%, increase our training hill classes by 40 to 50%, and also better serve our pilots with locally made equipment. What impact does our business have on the local community? We're not just a business, we're a community of pilots and families who support our local community by donating funds, our time and equipment, and also by bringing money into our community. In the past 3 years, we've donated over $14,000 to over 30 organizations. We also donate our time and equipment. About 25 years ago, we adopted Burkhalter Gap as part of the Adopt a Highway program. And so every quarter, we go up that road and collect litter and trash from the 2 miles that go up Lookout Mountain. We're also happy to have Louie from the Chattanooga Lookouts flying one of our gliders over the lobby of Erlanger Children's Hospital Kennedy Outpatient Center. People from all over the world come to Lookout, and when they come, they spend money. We have about 15,400 people that visit our site every year, and according to our local chamber, the Alliance for Dade, our visitors spend between $250 and $6,049 per year, which is a total direct impact of $15.8 to $26 million. We drive economic growth in Dade County. If a competitor popped up, why would they choose us?
For the past 46 years, Lookout Mountain Flight Park has been my passion. From the beginning, I envisioned the best flight school, the best instructors, the largest landing field, campground, RV park, and cabins, and clubhouse for community. The flight park has taken many years to get to where it is today, and it's a magical place. We have achieved all that I had envisioned in the beginning and much more. Lookout Mountain Flight Park would be very difficult to duplicate.
How many years would it take someone to develop hang gliding launches and paragliding launches, a landing zone, a clubhouse, a pro shop, cabins, an RV park? How long would it take them to develop the community and reputation that we have? Lookout Mountain Flight Park has the name recognition and history and expertise for people to easily choose us. And then we have the community and the team that makes them stay with us. Some of our pilots have been with us for decades. Where will you see us in 2 years? With this $30,000 investment in local marketing and staff, we can increase our first-time visitors by 40 to 50%. We can rate 20% more pilots every year. We're going to add 5 new instructors, and we're going to increase or bring back our in-house harness production by adding 3 manufacturing jobs as well. And we're very happy to announce, very proud to announce, that the major manufacturer in this hemisphere, Wilswing, which is in Mexico, has chosen us as their US hub. So thank you again for this amazing opportunity to highlight Lookout Mountain Flight Park, something that we are so very proud of, something that we've dedicated our lives to, and something that brings so much joy to so many people. Come fly with us.
Thank you. You did great.
Hi, we would like to know your most memorable hang gliding visitor.
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, really. Who was our... I have an answer to that, yes.
All right.
Brian Allen, the guy that pedaled across the English Channel, he stayed at my home, and we worked with him on hang gliding before he did that journey. So that was, he was pretty amazing. But we've had a lot of really incredible people coming to visit the flight park.
So our first contestant is down. We have 4 more finalists to go. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, the wonderful artistry of Nathan Cormulis. Stick around.
place for all of us.
Welcome back, and let's keep going. There's an irony to note that the talented artist we're about to meet forges beautiful pieces out of fire in his spare time while working hard extinguishing fires by day as a Catoosa County firefighter. Nathan Cormulis stumbled on his love of metalworking when he bought an old anvil years ago and began to hammer away. Well, today his work is available on Amazon, Etsy, and his website, Made by Cormulis. S-hooks, fire pokers, custom cut pieces, each piece made by hand, made by Cormulis. Nathan has recently begun teaching classes to other aspiring artists, and with his winnings from today's TVFCU Idea Leap grant, he hopes to add an ADA accessible space so everyone can have access to his shop. Here he is, Nathan Cormulis.
My name is Nathan Cormulis. This is my wife, Michaela. We're Made by Cormulis in Ringgold, Georgia.
We started the business in 2022. In our first full year of 2023, we had $2,000 in sales. In 2025, we finished the year at $123,000 in sales. And then in 2026, we're already up 187% compared to Q1 of last year. And all of this was done while Nathan was working full-time as a Catoosa County firefighter.
During that time, we developed a reputation of excellence. We've received over 600 five-star reviews, and we serve customers all across the country.
So at Made by Cormulis, we design and create custom steel products, from branding irons used for weddings, businesses, and families, to custom hand-forged pieces like chandeliers, handrails, and tables.
Everything we produce is made in-house with a combination of CNC technology and traditional blacksmithing.
So as you probably remember, our initial proposal included the purchase of a CNC mill. During the process of this grant proposal and process, we had the opportunity to purchase a CNC mill. And so we moved forward with that purchase because we knew that it would increase our production capabilities and allow us to open up some new product lines. Due to that, we now would like to use the entire Idea Leap grant to prepare our shop to be able to host metal fabrication and blacksmithing classes for the local community.
If we win, we plan on using $14,000 for a concrete pad and roof to become more ADA friendly in a demonstration space, $6,000 for anvils and forges, and the remainder is going to go into paving and parking. If y'all remember coming up the road to the shop, it was pretty rough, so making an improvement there would be better for our customers.
So this isn't just about growing our business. We really feel like this is about investing in our community and creating spaces for people to learn about the skilled trades, something that we're passionate about and we think would really help our region. So we've done demonstrations at Ringgold High School and at the Pioneer Days with the Audubon Society. We have relationships with places like the welding program at the Catoosa County College and Career Academy and the LIFT after-school program in Catoosa County.
We've recently had discussions with LIFT. They service about 500 students, and they've shown interest in sending large groups out for demonstrations and getting hands-on the skilled trades.
So what makes our business really unique is that we're able to blend old blacksmithing techniques with modern CNC technology. And so that ability to blend those two things together with old school technology or old school blacksmithing and current technology allows us to create custom steel products that our competition can't.
We have a lot of local competition. What sets us apart is our dedication to high quality craftsmanship. It makes it an easy choice for our customers. We don't just sell products, we make things that people can take pride in owning, things that last and can be passed down through generations. This grant would allow us to create a space where people can learn real skills, develop traditional skills.
So in the next 2 years, this grant would allow us to transform our shop from a production-focused space to one that's dual purpose, both for manufacturing and for education.
On the education side, we plan to offer at least 4 classes, one of them being the beginner date night experience. We plan on hosting hundreds of students through partnerships like LIFT, through local programs with welding schools and high schools.
With the recent CNC mill purchase and our new educational programming, in the next 2 years, our goal for the business is to grow to $500,000 in annual revenue and hire 2 to 3 additional employees. So what you're investing in isn't just our growth of our business, but it's a place where we can invest in education, where our production will support that education, and then that education will strengthen our community.
The Ideal Leap grant would allow us to make that happen. Thanks for your time.
Hi, thank you for being here. Congratulations. We would like to know, how do you have like date night for couples, or is it like groups? Do you do groups to come in and do things like that?
So we offer both. You know, the grant would allow us to create a space to host larger groups. Currently, we can do smaller groups of about 5. The date night experience, you can go onto our website and it has a schedule there with slots. You just pick out a time that's open, and whenever you're available, schedule it, come out, and we'll forge something together.
Our next finalist says she stepped out on faith when she opened the doors to her own hair salon, and the grace she found then, she continues to find today. Jessica Patterson opened Grace Hair Salon in Dalton with a mission to serve women who struggle with hair loss, whether that's from cancer treatments, long COVID, alopecia, menopause, or just the stresses that life can bring our way. Each addition to the salon, she's financed herself. No loans, just dreams. The hair extensions she creates for her clients are made from real hair and blended to match perfectly with each woman's coloring. The demand is high, and she works hard to keep the prices low so that as many people as possible can find new confidence in her gift of grace.
Hi, I'm Jessica Patterson, and I'm the founder of Grace Hair Company. We're a full-service salon and hair replacement company located in Dalton, Georgia. We were founded in January of 2024, and everyone always asks, who's Grace? We're actually named after God's grace. We're a Christian-based company. So we believe in restoring confidence one head at a time. So this $30,000 grant would have a huge impact on my business. I plan to use the funds for wig production and inventory. I actually manufacture custom wigs, but I can't advertise it because I don't want to create more demand than I can meet the need for. So in 2024, I spent $20,000 of my own money creating my extension line. I started to see more than what extensions could cover. So in 2025, I spent $70,000 launching a topper line to help meet that need. With this $30,000 grant, I plan to use $10,000 for regular capped wigs, $10,000 for toppers for alopecia patients, and $10,000 for cancer medical grade wigs. As you can see, the transformations before and after are life-changing. So this is our mission, is to restore confidence and redefine beauty by providing transformative hair solutions that empower every client to be seen, valued, and whole. I've worked with women who quietly suffer from thinning hair, alopecia, and even cancer-related hair loss. And what I've learned is this: you're not just changing how they look, you're changing how they feel about themselves. So I had a client come in a few weeks ago, Michelle. She had alopecia. She actually let me put her face out there just because she wanted other women to have the same story that she had. So I was very thankful for that. But you can see not only is her hair beautiful, natural looking, transformative, but you can see just her light up. She left feeling confident. She actually cried and was so happy. So Michelle is the face of hundreds of women that we've helped in our community. And why is it important? It's not just hair. These are people, they've suffered hair loss, they're very vulnerable, and they come feeling defeated. So we all know somebody who suffered with hair loss, whether it be someone's mother, sister, friend. It's a very common thing that we see. When I started doing this competition, I started looking at the numbers, and I've actually helped over 500 women in my community with hair loss in the last 2 years. This is actually a girl, she was 14 years old, and we provided her with a no-cost cancer wig so that she could go to her dance feeling very confident. So again, it's not just hair, it's restoring confidence during vulnerable moments. Why Grace versus the competitors? We have an understanding. I lost all of my hair in COVID, well, 70% of my hair with COVID, and I had to go in extensions for over a year. So I have that understanding. I've been there. I know what that feels like. And customization. We're not just going online and finding a piece that will work or might work or color. We're actually custom making it, taking the person's head size, color, everything, and hand making and custom making a piece for them. Where did it start? When I was 23, I lost my mom to cancer. During that process, I saw firsthand what she experienced. We couldn't find a medical cap that fit properly, that was quality, high quality, or that was affordable. I actually had a cancer patient come into my salon a few weeks ago. She paid $2,000 for a cancer wig and couldn't get a brush through it. So there's a lot of companies making profits off of people's most vulnerable moments. So I want to do better than what she had. You can see again the transformations before and after. And again, just that understanding. I've been there, my mom's been there. We know what you're facing, and I've built my entire company with you in mind. Where can you see Grace in 2 years? In 2 years with this $30,000 grant, we're gonna be in a larger studio with more stylists meeting the demand. Again, we're getting flooded with demand and fulfilling a dream of partnering with cancer centers across the U.S. to get quality pieces into those cancer patients' hands. Also, we'll be a medical grade supplier for cranial prosthetics, partnering with insurance, again, trying to keep that cost down. We don't want them paying an insane amount for the quality product. We want to be able to provide that at low to no cost. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my business, and I'm going to leave you with this. Have you ever had a hair experience completely change your life? That was me today. Jessica listened to my complaints of thin hair and gave me a solution and made time for me to do that today. She took the time out of her day just for me, and I'm still amazed at my hair. I can't believe it. Again, it's not just hair, it's people. Thank you.
Can you tell us about the pieces that you brought today?
Yes, this is just some of the pieces that I have. Again, we custom make it so we can make anything that you may need, but these are our most popular. So this is a 3x5 topper. It allows coverage in the front and crown area, and it has a seamless base so no one can ever tell that you're wearing it. This one is a full coverage topper, so it actually gives more coverage like a wig, but this was actually designed because I started seeing a lot of people that didn't have enough hair to clip in the front of their head like this, so it doesn't use any clips on the top and around the sides, but it still gives that really full coverage, almost the same coverage as our wigs. So.
Today's finalists are on a roll. 3 down, 2 more to go. All of them are fantastic. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about TVFCU, a very significant milestone year for them and what they do every day to help the community grow in ways you might not even realize. We're back in a minute.
Have you ever heard a voice that sounds like an old friend? Takes you right back to the kitchen. You can almost smell the cake that your grandma made on your birthday. Home, 'cause it feels like home. Feels like home. Feels like home.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. Just understanding how a grant can change a person or a business's trajectory is amazing. It's a very gratifying feeling, very proud to be a part of it. When I turn 90, I want to have the same love and respect in the community that TVFCU has.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. Got myself a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. Went to the bank location over in Brainerd, and it was super, super simple to go through. Everybody there was super nice. They worked with me on money. They worked with me on a loan, in and out the door in under 30 minutes. When I turn 90, I want to have a nice house on the river, financed probably through TVFCU, and fishing on a boat financed through TVFCU.
Welcome back. We have 3 contestants down, 2 to go. We thought it might be a good time, though, to take a little bit of a pause in the day and brag a bit on TVFCU. I don't think they mind when we do that. Todd is back, and with him is Kim Gunter. Good to see you, Kim.
Oh, glad to be here. It's a great day.
This is a big year for you because you're VP of Marketing. Always you're trying to get that TVFCU name out, but this is a significant year for you, right?
Oh, that's right. It is our 90th anniversary. We were founded in 1936.
So it's the 9th edition for the TVFCU Ideally Grant competition.
That's right.
The 90th year for the credit union itself. That's pretty impressive.
It's exciting, and we are celebrating all year.
So, I mean, people see, I mentioned earlier that y'all got these 29 locations, Todd, around our viewing area. That's a pretty far reach. I guess you didn't begin that big, did you?
Right, yeah. So the credit union started in 1936 by 57 employees at TVA, and they gathered together $500 and started the credit union. And so we've grown essentially from a one-person volunteer credit union in 1936 to today, we employ almost 600 people all here in the Tennessee Valley, and over 175,000 of the population in the area does business with us.
Am I right, Kim, that y'all kind of, because it feels like, I mean, I've been at the television station for almost 18 years, I think, and it seems like every time there's a sponsorship behind something, that TVFCU name is right there on it. Y'all love to give back.
Absolutely. Being a part of this community that we have started in and grown with and grown together with over 90 years is super important to the credit union.
So talk about your people, because I was talking to Todd before we got on the air today, and I said, man, I wish that people could see what we get to see in the studio today. There's a gaggle of them here. Y'all all are having fun, laughing. You love what you do.
We do, because everyone who works at TVFCU understands the importance of what we do. People really care about their money, and as a not-for-profit cooperative, we know that we are genuinely helping people, and that just makes you feel good. And you know, giving away this money for Idea Leap is a great way to help people.
So, I mean, Todd, are you getting asked a hard question? And forgive me if I'm the first to ask it, but here you are 90 years in. Where do you see yourself going in the next 90 years?
Yeah, so we get that question a lot. Where's the growth of the credit union coming? We're community-based. We're a community-oriented credit union, and you know, our job day in and day out is to take care of the folks in the Tennessee Valley, one person at a time. And as long as we do that, the credit union will continue to grow and thrive.
And just like we'll hear the contestants talk about their 2-year plan, their 5-year plan, and how the money that they bring in will then allow them to kind of give back and help other people, not just grow their own business. As your coffers grow, the ability to help also grows?
That's correct, yeah. So, like I said, we've given over $1 million away through this program, and it certainly, as the credit union continues to grow, we'll look for opportunities to continue to give back to the community.
All right, well, it's kind of unfair that we've made the last 2 people sit there biting their nails, waiting for their turn before the judges. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the competition continues with Rise Wellness and KB Pressure Washing. There are 2 final contestants. Stick around.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. For so many years now with the Idea Leap grant and the loan, and so many businesses that I've seen benefit from both of those programs, it's just been absolutely incredible to see. My grandparents lived almost to 90, and I have one in their 90s now, and so I hope I can live their life of sitting on a rocking chair and looking out the water and being surrounded by family.
Have you ever heard a voice that sounds like an old friend? Takes you right back to the kitchen. You can almost smell the cake that your grandma made on your birthday. Home. 'Cause it feels like home. Feels like home. Feels like home.
Welcome back. Our next finalist this morning has found his calling in the pursuit of helping the people who cross his path discover all that they are capable of. Dr. Zach Townsend brought Rise Wellness to Gordon and Murray counties, well aware that rural Georgia had a gaping hole in mental health access. Little did he know that his practice would become so in demand. Today, Rise Wellness has a team of therapists meeting not only people's emotional needs, but also their geographic needs as well, regularly going into area high schools to provide teens a listening ear during the school day. With his winnings today, he hopes to provide a fund to bring mental health care to those with an inability to pay. So here's Dr. Zach Townsend of Rise Wellness, who has truly risen to the occasion.
Hey, I'm Zach Townsend, and I'm the owner and director of Rise Wellness. We are a behavioral health practice located in Gordon County, Georgia, and as of this last year, we've begun serving clients and expanded services into Murray County. And so for the first $10,000 of the $30,000 that we plan to win, we really need a brick and mortar location. We have several of our providers already seeing students in schools in Murray County, and so $10,000 would allow us the office space to establish a footprint in Murray County. And would give us the space to actually onboard about 100 new clients and potentially generate about $72,000 in clinical revenue just in the first 6-month ramp-up period alone, with an estimated $200,000 in clinical revenue that first full year. $7,500 would go towards onboarding our new incoming psychiatric nurse practitioner. We have a nurse practitioner that we're onboarding now. There's a tremendous cost associated with that, so that fund will go toward onboarding Amber Gravett, who's our new nurse practitioner, and training staff also for an integrated care model so that we can offer medication management and therapy services under one roof. Next $7,500 would actually go towards a community access fund. So the number one reason that we found people drop out of services is because of lapses in insurance coverage and the financial strain that that presents. And so this $7,500 fund, and actually we've also discovered that it is 6 to 7 times more expensive to acquire new clients than it is to retain current clients. So the $7,500 community access fund would go to bridge a 3-month insurance lapse gap for 16 clients every year. And it would retain about $17,000 in value for our organization for not having to acquire new clients. So if we just reinvested 50% of that money, it would be a perpetual community access fund that we could maintain. And then finally, the $5,000 of the money would go toward a pilot program that we're working on called The Bridge. We're planting therapists inside churches and faith communities. It's a low overhead model where we're actually capitalizing on unused church space. And we're able to provide services in a location that's safe and comfortable for people. And it'll actually also help us to provide proof of concept so that we can continue to expand this program and expand access to care. So what is our impact on the community? It is tremendous, honestly. The economic impact is huge. Like just for every dollar that's spent on mental health, you can expect to see about a 300% return. I don't know anywhere else you're getting a 300% return. But for every $1, there's $4 worth of community value returned in increased work productivity, reduced healthcare expenses for hospitalizations, increased graduation rates, and reduced usage of the criminal justice system. So we talk about all the economic value, but the reality is like that's not the value that we like to talk about. We talk about the personal impact that we have, and you can't monetize like sitting with a student who's dealing with a suicidal crisis and allowing them the opportunity and space to walk through that with you. And you can't quantify the value of sitting with a couple who's lost a child and walking with them through that grief. And you can't put a dollar value on sitting with somebody who's struggled with addiction their entire life and helping them to get a couple days clean. So our impact is huge economically and personally. And then when it comes to if we had a competitor pop up in our community, I struggle with this question. Honestly, we would celebrate because we don't talk about competitors in our field. We talk about partners and allies. So as far as I'm concerned, we would consider them a referral source and another expert in the field that could help in our mission. If I were to identify a couple things that do set us apart from other providers, though, I'd say it would be continuity of care and also our response time. So when a person fills out their intake packet, we'll have them sitting down with a therapist within 1 to 2 weeks. If it's a crisis situation, it'll be even quicker. But 1 to 2 weeks is pretty unheard of in mental health. And when it comes to continuity of care, in 40 months in business, we've had 0 providers leave Rise Wellness, which is unbelievable. It's something I'm really proud of. We've had 0 turnover, so there's not constant change of providers. And so where can you expect to see us in the next 2 years? In the last 3 years, we've added 25 professional jobs to our community. Last year alone, we served 511 new clients at Rise and provided over 6,000 therapy hours. So in the next couple of years, my hope is that we'll add at least 15 more jobs, add another 750 new clients, and we'll be a regional hope dealer in our area. And my plan is to come back to you guys looking for some funding for a commercial location for some commercial lending. So that's a little bit about Rise, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thanks.
Zach, quick question. In your presentation, you told us that there was a great need for children in schools. Can you tell us a little bit more about that situation that's going on now?
Absolutely. So this year we've partnered with the Murray County school system specifically. We've learned that we do rural mental health really well. And since November, we've actually received around 150 referrals just for students. So we actually have several providers in Murray County that are going into the schools, which reduces academic losses. I mean, from them having to leave the school environment to go to an appointment. Parents don't lose work time for having to take kids to appointment. And honestly, we have therapists that aren't having to work second shift to see kids after school hours. So it's a win-win for everybody. So absolutely.
Hey, Zach, thank you for being here. We would like to ask, before your facility was in Gordon County, where did people have to travel to get this type of therapy, or to get therapy, or the needs that you provide?
So Gordon County is actually a mental health shortage area. It's a designated mental health shortage area, just like Murray County. And so typically people would go to Dalton, Cartersville a lot of times. One of the things we realized early on was when we began to get a lot of referrals and new clients, and we didn't have the capacity to see them early on before we started adding providers. There weren't a ton of places to refer to. It was Dalton, it was Cartersville, it was Rome in the surrounding areas. And so that's a huge need that we've been trying to meet for sure, in person. And also we do telehealth, but we like to go where people are and meet the needs in the community and improve access to care in all the ways we possibly can. So thank you.
Thank you. And now it's time for our last contestant. You may not know his name, but you might know his work. Every day, locals and tourists alike pass by the soft touch of Kyle Barksdale of KB Pressure Washing. The Tennessee Aquarium, the Hunter Museum, possibly your neighbor's house are cleaned and protected by his team. Each customer receives Kyle's personalized touch as he tailors his eco-friendly cleaning to battle dirt, pollen, algae, and mildew to each structure's makeup, whether that's brick, stucco, hardy plank, or vinyl. Since his office is other people's driveways, he plans to invest his winnings from today's competition into his fleet. Here to present his pitch to the judges, we hope he's feeling no pressure, Kyle Barksdale of KB Pressure Washing.
Most people think pressure washing is just water and a wand. In reality, it can either protect $1 million property or destroy it. Good morning, judges. My name is Kyle Barksdale, owner of KB Pressure Washing. What we do is a lot closer to chemistry than it is to cleaning. Done wrong, it causes permanent damage. But done right, it protects, restores, and creates lasting value. And that's what we've built our business on. Let's start today with the $30,000 and how we will use it and what winning will produce. $25,000 will be spent on purchasing a fully enclosed box truck. The remaining $5,000 will be spent on a professionally designed and branded wrap. We will then allocate $15,000 of our own capital to outfit the truck and bring this dream to life. Right now, we operate with one truck and trailer generating $216,000 annually. We are at max capacity. This second unit immediately doubles our capacity, allows 2 crews to operate simultaneously, and positions us for larger commercial contracts. Conservatively, winning will add $75,000 in revenue within 12 months. So you can see, this isn't an expense. It's a direct pipeline to growth. But part of what matters most to us is what we do beyond revenue, giving back. Now, giving back isn't something we plan to start. It's something we've already proven. Over the last 3 years, we've given back over $50,000 worth of free services to area nonprofits, veterans, and widows in need. And as we grow, that impact will grow. Winning will allow us to give back even more to those who deserve it most. That's not marketing, that's a mission. So why do our customers choose us? This is a competitive industry, and our strongest competitors are a franchise. They have polished branding, big photos, and corporate backing. But here's the reality. In the last year alone, I was called in to fix 4 major projects where a franchise company caused severe damage. Why? Because they lack true hands-on expertise. At KB Pressure Washing, we're different. We work with over 150 specialized chemicals, processes, and procedures. Most competitors, maybe 5. We train directly with manufacturers all across the country to truly understand proper application, surface-specific techniques, and long-term protection. Simply put, we don't guess, we know. And honestly, we're like chemists let loose in the wild, just with trucks instead of lab coats. But beyond expertise, there's something that matters even more: community. People choose us for the same reason they choose Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union over the national big banks. We're local. We grew up here. We live here. My beautiful daughter took her first steps here. We care more because Northwest Georgia is home, and that's something a franchise can never replicate. Our next 24 months, the plan is clear. We will hire 2 technicians and grow revenue from $216,000 to over $400,000 annually, and here's how. We will expand our current commercial portfolio right here in our existing market. We already serve high-level institutions like the Tennessee Aquarium, the Hunter Museum of American Art, and the National Park Service, to name a few. We plan to replicate that same level of service across new markets by securing larger contracts, ongoing service agreements, and higher volume commercial work. You see, we are geographically blessed to live right here in the heart of the Tennessee Valley. We are 2 hours away from 5 major markets. That reach gives us a broad customer base with room to scale aggressively without relocating our business. But let me be clear. Our first priorities have been, and always will be, longevity and profitability. We aren't interested in growing fast if it means growing fragile. So yes, we will grow, but we will do it with the same systems, standards, and discipline that protect both our reputation and profitability for years to come. At KB Pressure Washing, we're doing more than just cleaning surfaces. We're protecting assets, serving our community, serving people, and building something that truly lasts. Thank you.
Great job. Can you tell us a little bit more about your community involvement?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Giving back is one of the best things we get to do. For us, we partner with area organizations like the Creative Discovery Museum, the Medal of Honor Heritage Center, just to name a couple. But part of that is we're able to give back to them to free up resources so they can really make the impact that they're striving to make with our community's youth. Is a big one for me as a father of 2. I love seeing my children go through the Creative Discovery Museum, see the gears turning, but then also with the Medal of Honor Museum, seeing what they're doing to honor the legacy of the heroes that have gone before us, but also inspiring the next generation.
Hey Kyle, my question to you today would be, what is your most memorable pressure washing experience as far as challenges that you ran into, and how did you tackle those challenges?
That's a great question as well. Anytime you work with the government, like we do with the National Park Service, you have to be very, very specific in what chemicals you use, getting it all pre-flighted, pre-checked, and then as well as how you apply it. They're very particular about the specific PSI, the gallons per minute on the machine, and how you apply it. So they're very particular, and so you have to stick with a very narrow, I guess, frame of work. And to operate and do that, like we did the visitor center in the battlefield, and that was a very tough restoration job because it's a historic type building and you have to be very specific with the different surfaces they have. They had limestone, they had stucco, they had brick, they had all sorts of different materials, and every single material required a different kind of chemical and a certain level of expertise to do. So not everyone could do that job, but we were positioned to do it.
So that's a wrap. All 5 contestants have made their pitches to the judges. Now the judges are deliberating, and soon we're going to find out who walks away with the first place prize. When we come back, though, we're going to talk about what it really took to get these contestants to today's competition. A lot went into it, so stick around. You'll learn about that when we come back.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Welcome back. Now we wait. The contestants have made their pitches, the judges are deliberating, and we are all on pins and needles waiting to find out who's going to walk away with that $30,000 grand prize. It's been a lot to get us to this point, so it's a good time to bring in Ryan Henn, who is the Vice President of Business and Commercial Services, Marcus Johnson next to him, who is the Director of Corporate Community.
Corporate.
I always get my C's confused with TVFCU engagement. So good to see you both. So you both were part of the initial judging profile here?
Yes. So this is a long process for us, and we get very detailed with the application. So we started this year in September, late September, and so we go through several phases, several rounds of cuts. So this year we had over 450 applications across all 3 regions, and now we're down to the top 15, right? 3 from each region: Northwest Georgia, Ocollie, and Chattanooga. And so our judges that are here today have been with us since December 30th. So they've put in 4 months volunteering with us, working with us, helping us to evaluate these applications. And so for these businesses to make it this far, it's truly a testament to just their mission, their message, and what they're trying to accomplish in their companies.
I'm glad that you pointed that out, actually, because when they were making their pitches then to the 8, they were familiar faces.
That's right.
To the finalists, and then the judges also knew a little bit about the businesses.
Sure, there's
a
a rubric that they've gone through, so there's been some key questions that were given in the beginning that they were answering when they did their video submission and their site visit, and then they just fulfilled it today when they had their final pitch to these judges.
I mean, I'm sure it's hard to deny anybody who applies.
Oh my gosh.
A chance to make it to this point, but even in the rejection of not making it, the goal is to teach businesses how to be better at what they do, right? Because they learn from your notes.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we always encourage business owners to do is to take this process a step back, right? And assess what you've accomplished, first of all, because that's a large part of the application.
Yeah.
And then it also encourages business owners to think forward. So regardless of whether they made it this far or not, we believe that that investment and this opportunity to encourage them to really think more broadly about their business, to think strategically, that's a benefit. And even for those who didn't make it this far, we also activate our social media channels. You guys have been a great partner with us, and then we have 174,000 members that have the opportunity to liaise on these businesses. So from a marketing perspective, we really activate our followers and our base to really kind of push these businesses as much as we can.
I love the variety of the 5 businesses today, right? I mean, it's such the gamut that you see. So who knows who's watching today thinking, I've got an idea. I wonder if. They can't get the grant money right off the bat, but they can apply and talk to you about a loan?
Yeah, that's right. So we started with the Idea Elite Loan Program. We also offer a full variety of lending products, whether you're from an early stage to been in business for 20 years. We want you to come to us for any of your business needs. We have lenders in each area who target to focus on that community that they're serving for any business needs, whether it's real estate needs, whether it's line of credit needs for vehicle, equipment, all the sort of things, even treasury products, deposit products.
And I will ask you this too, not to throw you a bone, but the businesses, where they were asked about their competition, and so many of them said, even if I get competition in, I'm local.
That's right.
I'm embedded. We're local 3. Talk about the power of being local.
Yeah, that's that's the heart of what we do. We're in every area. We have these our branches that are focused on our community. We want to be there to serve our members in any way that we can, whether it's through our media channels, whether it's our online platform, or even walking into a branch.
And I think just add on to that, one of the things that we try to emphasize with the businesses is just understanding what they do in the community as well, right? I mean, this is our give back to the community. We do tons of things every year, but this is like the Super Bowl for us.
Yeah.
And so we really try to pull out of the business owners, what are they doing to give back to the community? And the beautiful part is you learn a lot of these businesses are actually giving back and contributing to their community in very meaningful ways.
Well, they're about to give back in a lot more ways because I think the judges are through.
Oh, we can't wait to give this money away.
We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, drum roll please, the big reveal. We're going to find out who takes away that first place prize. They're all winners though. Stick around.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. Just understanding how a grant can change a person or a business's trajectory is amazing. It's a very gratifying feeling, very proud to be a part of it. When I turn 90, I want to have the same love and respect in the community that TVFCU has.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. For so many years now with the Idea Elite grant and the loan, and so many businesses that I've seen benefit from both of those programs. It's just been absolutely incredible to see. My grandparents lived almost to 90, and I have one in their 90s now. And so I hope I can live their life of sitting on a rocking chair and looking out the water and being surrounded by family.
For all kinds of nests, TVFCU Home Loans. For all kinds of wheels, TVFCU Auto Loans.
I wish that you could feel the excitement in our studio right now. Todd Fortner, are you so excited?
We are thrilled. This is going to be awesome. The presentations that all these finalists did were awesome, and I know the judges had a really hard decision today.
I feel really for the judges, and I will say this too real quickly. So the contestants were kind of sequestered as each one would make their pitch in our offices. Right. And when the hour was over, we were waiting to come out here and find out who was going to win. They've become friends, I think, in the course of this time.
Yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie, and
yeah.
you know, it's a long process. They've really cleared a lot of hurdles to get to this point, and we're excited to give away some money today.
Well, Ryan's holding it. He's very strong as he holds all these checks. So who are we going to start with today? The second place winner?
Correct. So we're going to 5 finalists. They're all going to walk away with money today. We're going to start with the second place winner, and they will get $15,000. Then we're going to announce the grand prize winner. They'll get $30,000, and then the remaining 3, we'll talk through them, and they'll each get $10,000. So
all of them are winners.
They sure are.
All right. Well, drum roll, please. Are you ready, Ryan?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so the second place winner of the TVFCU Idea Elite Northwest Georgia pitch competition is Lookout Mountain Flight Park. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Come here, you guys. So I have to tell you, Jen, we have much better weather today than when we came up to see you. The day that we went up to the flight park, snow began to come down. You're perched high up on that ridge, but you were excited then. What does this mean for you today?
This is super exciting. End of a long, kind of awesome process of learning how to advocate for your business. So thank you, everybody, and we're excited.
And Matt, I have to ask you, it was your dream.
Yes.
Jen just stumbled into your life. How lucky are you for her?
100% lucky. It's been awesome. It's been we've been together for a long time.
Yeah. Are you going to celebrate now by going on a flight?
Oh, sure. You know.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so we've got our grand prize winner here. The grand prize winner for the 2026 TVFCU Idea Elite Northwest Georgia region program is Rise Wellness. Congratulations.
All right, Zach, come on over here.
All right.
So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Does this come as a surprise?
It does. Yeah, it's absolutely a blessing that not just that TVFCU believes in local businesses, but specifically the work we do. We do some important work.
So when you were making your pitch, there was one of your statistics that really stood out to me, and that was that $1 invested in mental health goes back to $4 back into the community.
It's a pretty big return at 300%. You don't get that on any other investment in the community. So between lost days of employment, it increases workplace productivity, graduation rates, those are the biggest areas with mental health needs where you can impact graduation rates. So we're grateful to be focusing on those, and incarcerated population, the justice system, and really just on our community. We just love serving our community. We love helping people. We love helping people find hope.
Well, have fun spending that money.
Well, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
All right, and so we want to recognize our other finalists, KB Pressure Washing, $10,000. Congratulations, Kyle.
Come here, Kyle. We got to talk to you. How many different chemical combinations do you have?
Yeah, over 150 specialized chemicals, processes, and procedures.
Which means that when you go to someone's house or business, you're totally focused on them.
That's correct. Absolutely. We can target everything specific to their property and make it shine.
Congratulations.
Next, we have Made by Cormullis, $10,000. Congratulations.
So, Nathan, this is really a love affair for you, right? Not just with you and Michaela, but for the community.
Yeah. Getting the community involved is going to be pretty fun.
What do you think you're going to do first, Michaela, with these winnings? Are you going to work on building the ADA accessible part?
Yes, I think that's a big point for us. We want to make it easier to get to the shop and have some space for classes and educational programming.
And this date night thing seems to really have a lot of attention. You mentioned it in your pitch. It got a judge's question too. So if people are watching you thinking, man, I want to have a date night, can they go on your website and try to schedule one?
Yeah, you can go on the website and pick out a spot and come out and forge something.
Is it better to do that when you're getting along or arguing? Because then you can hammer away.
Yeah, I guess it'd be up to your personality.
Good diplomatic answer. Congratulations, you guys. Thank you.
And another great finalist, Grace Hair Company. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're trying to have kind of a national outreach, I think, aren't you, Jessica? Trying to make these hair extensions and the toppers accessible to as many people as possible. Is that ready to go yet, or is that something you're still working on?
No, that is something we are actively doing. So we ship them nationwide.
So if people are watching and they have a need for what you can offer, can they just contact you at the salon?
Yeah, they can go on the website, and if you don't see it on there, definitely reach out because we can custom make anything they need.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so
and
much.
You had a good hair day. Okay, $75,000. We're doing it all again tomorrow.
Right.
This is
right.
Northwest Georgia's Day. Tomorrow, we focus on the Ocoee region.
Ocoee region, 5 great finalists again.
We're going to be exhausted. Y'all still won't be finished, though, because May 7th is the Chattanooga competition live at the Signal, right?
That's correct. And the public's invited to that event. And you can see kind of the Shark Tank that we put these businesses through as part of that.
Well, we thank you for your time and for your commitment to the community. And I got to tell you, there's a gaggle of friends and family and supporters. They've been pretty good and quiet, but it's time to give some hugs. What do you think?
I think so.
Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for your contributions. We'll see you tomorrow.
Great job.
Like an old friend takes you right back to the kitchen. You can almost smell the cake that your grandma made on your birthday. Home, 'cause it feels like home. Feels like home. Feels like home.
Happy 90th birthday, TVFCU. Got myself a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. Went to the bank location over in Brainerd, and it was super simple to go through. Everybody there was super nice. They worked with me on money. They worked with me on a loan, in and out the door in under 30 minutes. When I turn 90, I want to have a nice house on the river, financed probably through TVFCU, and fishing on a boat financed through TVFCU.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
For all kinds of wheels, TVFCU auto loans. For all kinds of nests, TVFCU home loans.